Great. All right. So for this part of the brand partner orientation, we are going to actually introduce you to our second team building website that we love offering people in terms of a tool for building your business. Last week and last session, which will be uploaded and online for you, we began to train out a system called thisisitteam.com. Context really quickly to that team. We are right now in Lifewave for people that have a business hat on. Some people are just sharing, and so they just want some tools for sharing. But for those who are really saying, I'd like to build something strategic as another business, or maybe their first business online at home, person to person, this company we're in has just been called over the last few months, actually, America's #1 momentum company in direct selling. And really what that means is we definitely have, as we know, something that is life-changing, and it's definitely in a market of its own. There's no competition. No one else has their patent on this. So in terms of how the X39 patch is spreading in America and around the world, it's very, very fast. We always teach in the information session, 30 million to 430 million in the last 4 years. That's fast when it comes to direct selling. And what we love about that is that means that many people are being impacted. And it also means that people are being compensated so well and so strong. Culture's healthy, company's amazing. And really, as you get to know the heart of David as the inventor and CEO, that's a really good point when it comes to direct selling, that the CEO is also the inventor. Often these companies will kind of buy in a CEO or buy in a scientist, for example, but to know that this is kind of his baby has been a really lovely thing to witness, his heart for people, for humanity, and for what is happening with this technology. So we last week introduced you to the This Is It team, and they are a team full of entrepreneurs. They're people that say, I love the technology, but the opportunity from a business standpoint is also incredible. And so you'll see in there the energy of them, and their training is all about okay, life-changing product, but let's really keep our business hat on and really see this as an opportunity. So high energy. We love them. We're really, truly feeling really blessed to be in relationship and getting some personal mentoring and lots of phone calls from this particular couple, Steve and Gina. They wanted to really develop a system that could scale. Even their website, it's translated into every country that Lifewave is in. But they were actually brought into the business by another lady, and her name was Onyx Cole. And she was in direct selling for years and years, had made her millions and millions and made lots of millionaires. But actually, she tells a story. Someone was a chimney sweep in her town, and she's a beautiful woman, really lives a really lovely life, family values, all the rest of it. She said she just bumped into them and they said, have you been patched yet? And they popped a patch on her, an X39 on Onyx Cole, who'd retired out of network marketing. And she got such incredible results from this patch. She said, I can't not come back out of retirement and say, okay, there's something on this patch. There's something amazing that can really help people. So she has spent the last few years really strategically just sharing this and building leaders and building a team. So her team is called Quantum Field. She's got a great Facebook, a great YouTube. I'll be putting the links in our welcome document about her world and her training. And she's raised up great leaders. And she was just smart. What she did is she called up Steve and Gina, who run This Is It, and she called up another couple of people, and she basically put them right in her binary tree, because there's just two legs you really have to build in this business. and she brought on a great team called Evolve. Lots of practitioners are in that team. And then in her left leg, where we all flow, is Steve and Gina, and this is it. What that means is we have access to Onyx Cole's resources, all her quantum field training, and she really leads with a hybrid of the product and the business. And so where this is, it is more about business top heavy. Onyx Cole and her team, Quantum Field, are much more about let's get patching every person we know, like one person at a time. So I'm just going to show you through their business support website. If you have your phone near you, feel free to do this, but you can go to www.build331.com. I'm just actually going to put it straight in the chat right now, and then you can either just jump on that yourself. We have a document we're putting together just to welcome people through this particular site. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to actually just get that website up. And then what I'll be doing is just showing you. I'll do it right now, actually, while I'm recording. So we have, okay, we're presenting. So I've got my Canva up for our presentation. But if you can see, I'm just going to go straight to www. Can you see my red screen, everyone? Give me a thumbs up if you can see a red screen right now. Okay. Okay. So this is called build331.com. And here the steps are laid out really simply. And again, this woman knows how to empower people who want to share whatever business product they've got their hands on right now. She's had experience for years. So her and the team put together this really simple website. Right here, you have every single step. Now, again, the way she leads and trains this business out is she leads with patching people. So you can either lead with the opportunity, a beautiful business opportunity, an at-home opportunity, and an opportunity for income to come into your life as you share, and the compensation plan's amazing. Or you can really begin to understand the 331 system. And what her 331 system is, and you can read through all this one step at a time, is she's just saying, as soon as you get patched and you feel, whether you know you're getting a result or not, you understand the potential and power of this particular product. She's saying, I want you to think about 3 people that you could patch or share, even if it's overseas. Just share a testimony call like what we're about to do next. We want you to patch 3 people. We want you to follow up 3 people. And we'd love you to invite 1 person out of that to a call and hopefully see some form of what's next step with them. So the patching 3 people is basically where they begin to teach, identify people that need what we have. Like, people need what we have. In fact, I was on a call last night to we were doing a UK call, and I had a doctor and I had his wife and I had their daughter on the call. And for years, they have contended with the wife's health, and they won't mind me saying, because everyone in their world knows it. And the end of the call, the doctor said, how do we not know about this? How do we not know that this is an option, right? And so this is where the person-to-person sharing becomes really, I don't want to use the word urgent, because I don't want people's nervous systems to get so like reactive to the word like urgent. But honestly, knowing what we know about X39, the impetus to just not keep quiet about it is really important. And so their model is to patch people 1 person at a time, and then think about these people. Some people call this list your heart list. Who, when you're patching, do you have on your heart to share this with? Other people call it a love list. Other people call it a living list. And the way Onyx teaches, I want to really draw your attention to down here. If you scroll all the way down step 1, you're going to see Onyx speak. I really love when she teaches at this conference, how she'll talk about the fact that you might have 100 people you want to share with, but simplify it down to about 10. Because your brain actually can't handle more than stewarding the follow-up of about 10 people at once. And don't think about reaching out to 10. Think about reaching out to 3, because all of a sudden then authenticity, connection, it really begins to move you towards true connection with this person, even if it's a person you haven't seen for a long time. The second video here is really world-class training. I really, really love the people, Alex, that trains out this system. Right here, she trains out something called 331 training. It's a beautiful, authentic type of energy that she brings to the system. There'll be another step that I want to really highlight to you. And what they talk about here is ask, share, give. If you come all the way down to step 3, they've got envelopes, which we actually now can have access to here in Australia. Sharing envelopes. So she talks about putting a patch in an envelope, printing out some of these, like what to expect. We don't want you to have to know everything. That's always the big key. In fact, the way Quantum Fields really coaches out is they say, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. So we don't want you to be so frozen in, I don't know enough and I don't have a story yet myself. We want you to be ignorant enough to believe every person that you meet could be someone that could be impacted by having a patch on them. And so I love this particular envelope system. It's very similar to the This Is It one, which we have access to. We can't give you Vistaprint here in Australia, but we've designed something with the This Is It team, so you can contact me about that. But basically, there's a little envelope, and we want to tell you, we want to basically say to people, read the envelope, read the long-term benefits, and in that envelope is also going to go a health tracker. Because we're trying to teach people, essentially, you are not trying to convince people in 24 hours they're going to get the results they're believing for. So this is step 3 on their system. It's a really great step. If I just return back to this for a second, I want to show you, we come down to the compensation plan. You can have a look at the compensation plan. It's got some really simple steps in it. But if we come all the way down a little further, actually, I'm really sorry. I want to go to follow up. I think I want to go to follow up. Nope. I want to go to something called, Michelle, you might know this if you wanted to come off mute. It's where Alex does her soulful selling. I just had it a minute ago. Maybe it's, nope. She's got a whole, I'm going to get back to you. I'm actually going to not put this in the recording, but there is a whole teaching that Alex does on soulful selling. It's not here. I'm going to find it for you. It's a phenomenal series where it's teaching you that you are not responsible for the actual exchange of finance. It's not like you want the goal of someone buying from you. You just want to stay really aligned with the way you are designed to sell and share. And at the end of the day, we always say this isn't selling, this is sharing. So I'm going to make sure, I'll just kind of edit this video a little bit. I'm going to make sure I can find, it used to be on this site. I'll just go one more place and see if I can find it. Nope, not there. So I'm going to find her Soulful Selling series, and it's a really important one. In fact, we'll probably find it. What I want to show you is if we go to Resource Library, for example, and I wanted to say to those of you that are on, like Natalie, you have some of this in German. So I'm going to give you links to this in other languages as well, where you can find those things. But you've got over here a whole... Michelle, do you have it? Do you know where it is?
Yeah, so if you go to the resource library and you go
Mhm.
all the way down the end, to the bottom, and it says
Oh,
video
there it
series,
is.
and then it's on the very right. Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Amazing. Okay, so I'll edit that bit out. This series, friends, and what I really want to point, whether people were using This Is It or using build331.com, this series called Soulful Selling Series is standout. I think if anyone was in any sharing industry whatsoever, I would encourage them to watch it. It's how to take you, your voice, your alignment, your soul, your heart, and put it into sharing this particular product. So it's absolutely worth your time. You're going to sit down for maybe like 30 minutes at a time, take some notes, talk to the person that really is partnering with you, process it out loud, and really begin to learn. What they then have now, which is super exciting, they used to have some live trainings, but now we in our own kind of small teams are doing what we're doing right here. They have amazing series called Launch Lab. So if you are brand new to the business and you want to really effectively learn how to launch this into your world, either your immediate world or a new world you need to create, then we have that. Then if you're a manager, which we love once people have shared with 4 people and you become a manager, they have a leadership lab. So now that's all right there on their actual website, which is brilliant because they were live for quite a while doing that teaching, and now it's all here on the website. So we have great steps here. What is a little bit lacking when it comes to the Build 331 is some of the practicals around how to actually like set up your auto ship, set up your business, get paid, a few things like that. So there's a few steps here that are in the videos and a few like diagrams that really help you, but we will fill those gaps for you because there's some great onboarding statistics, onboarding steps that we will send you as links. In fact, even on the app, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, there's an amazing app called Lifewave, In Touch and Lifewave. It's in every country. You can download that and you get really great steps to onboarding there. So this is Build 331. We love the heart of Onyx. We love her team. And we're really excited to allow people to choose how they want to lead their business, onboard people. And we have 2 really amazing teams that really help do that. So that is Quantum Field, and they have build331.com. And we have This Is It team, and they have thisisitteam.com. Both of those are going to build beautiful, soulful, aligned, strong businesses, and we can help actually really work your business through either one of those models. So I'm going to stop the recording, edit a few of those things out as we're just putting a few things down so that it scales well for you and you don't have to always think about that yourself. But really, we're part of brilliant teams that are really understand what it means